David was born in a poor rural town in the southern U.S., where scorching summers and harsh winters made life especially tough. His family lived in a small, rundown house with a leaky roof and creaking floorboards. His parents were hardworking laborers who had never traveled beyond their county. Despite the hardship, they poured all their energy into one hope: may our son have a life better than ours, free from endless struggle. David excelled in school. Year after year, he was among the top students. His teachers praised him as smart, disciplined, and full of potential. When his acceptance letter to a state university arrived, his parents cried with joy. But reality hit hard. After nights of hard discussion, they gently asked him to defer. "We just can't afford college now. Work a few years, then go back." David said nothing. That night, he sat under the dim porch light, heart heavy, but he understood. Blaming them would solve nothing. Determined not to give up, David moved to Dallas, Texas, and found work as a night security guard in a high-rise office building. The pay was low, the hours long, but David kept his head down and worked with quiet dignity. Every evening, he buttoned up his uniform, greeted employees politely, and watched the revolving door spin as people came and went. During the day, he returned to a tiny rented room to sleep, then headed back out as the sun set. But David had a secret. He was teaching himself to rise. After 10 p.m., once the building grew quiet, David pulled out old textbooks he'd bought at thrift stores, books on computer science, business, and self-improvement. He studied by flashlight, scribbling notes in a worn notebook. When sleep crept in, he'd snap a rubber band on his wrist to stay awake. "If I stop learning," he told himself, "I'll be here forever." One rainy night, as David was helping employees with umbrellas, an older gentleman slipped at the front steps. David rushed to help him up, brought him inside, and offered him a dry towel. The man, impressed by David's calm and respectful manner, introduced himself: Mr. Harris, vice president of a major software firm on the top floor. They spoke more often after that. One night, Mr. Harris asked, "David, you ever think about working in tech?" David gave a shy smile. "I'd love to, but I never had the chance to go to college. Now I just teach myself at night." A week later, Mr. Harris handed David a used laptop. "Take it," he said. "It's old, but it still works. Start learning. If you need resources, I'll point you in the right direction." David was stunned. That laptop became his window to a new world. He enrolled in free online courses and taught himself programming. It was hard. Many nights he felt lost, but he pushed through. He studied every night during his shifts, building small projects and slowly mastering the basics. After a year, David worked up the courage to ask Mr. Harris if he could intern, without pay. Mr. Harris agreed. David started by testing apps, writing bug reports, organizing data. He worked hard, stayed humble, and asked tons of questions. The team noticed. 2 years later, he was hired full-time as a junior developer. From a guard to a coder, David had entered a world he once thought was closed to people like him. But he didn't stop. He kept learning, taking night classes in project management, reading leadership books, improving his communication skills. When the company opened a new branch in another state, David volunteered to help launch it. By age 32, he was promoted to branch director. At the grand opening ceremony, David stood on stage in a crisp navy blue suit. In the front row sat his parents, tears in their eyes, pride in their hearts. David took a deep breath and said, "I used to stand at a building entrance, opening doors for others. Today, I stand here opening new doors for myself and my team. I wasn't born into opportunity, but I never stopped working for it. My parents thought they had nothing to give me, but their love, sacrifice, and belief in me were more valuable than gold." If you're working hard and wondering if anyone sees you, keep going. Your day will come. The room rose in applause. His parents embraced tightly. Some audience members cried. And David, the former guard, had become a leader, not just in title, but in spirit. Success isn't about where you start. It's about never giving up on where you want to go. Even if you're at the bottom, even if no one believes in you, you can build your way up, one step at a time.